All right, cool. Thanks for coming out, guys. I know it's Thanksgiving week, and everybody's probably visiting with their family and stuff. I almost actually forgot we were having a webinar. It was like 6:55, and I was like, "Oh crap!" So I was busy with the kids downstairs. So I definitely understand how it is. So I appreciate everybody coming out. Um, Larry, you should be getting some sound now. You may want to. Oops, don't draw. Hold on. Let me show. Let me show you guys. The presentation will stop. Do you want to stop the recording? No. Okay. Larry, you guys should be seeing my screen here in a minute. Share the full screen. Larry, if you don't have sound, you probably just need to click this button right here with the sound bar on it, the little speaker on it. If it's if if this is like X'd out, then you're not gonna have sound. So you have to adjust this bar right here. That's gonna adjust the sound on your end. So that's probably what's going on. Everybody else, I believe, can hear me, right? We're all good. So try that, Larry. If that doesn't work, um, you probably may have to just catch the recording, unfortunately. But hopefully that'll fix your problem. All right. So what is a profit shift? Okay, a profit shift is basically the conversion of some, or in rare cases, all of your ad packages, which are your short-term profits, and they convert them into PC panels, which are your long-term profits. Okay, and on Profit Clicking's website, they have it explained as it's an exchange of a small value for a larger value. Okay, because what happens is your short-term ad packages, they earn you up to 15 bucks per ad package, but once they're converted to PC panels, they actually make you even more money. So when you have ad packages converted, they've obviously earned you a certain amount of income already, up to depending on how far along they are. But when they get converted to PC panels, you earn even more, which is actually a $60 bonus. Okay, so with this profit shift, with just that just took place, uh, if you guys notice in your account, let's say you had 100 ad packages. Well, during the profit shift, if they converted 50% of those ad packages, now you would have 50 ad packages. Okay, so basically, it would take you down from earning 100 ad packages, $20 a day, and it would cut you down to $10 a day. Okay, so that's basically what it is. But $10 per day on your ad package end, your short-term end, but it would actually take you into earning even more money in the PC panel program, because of the $60 bonus whenever a PC panel cycles, and we're going to get into that right now. Okay. um, Now there are three phases to the Passive Profit Network, guys. Um, First phase is profit clicking. Obviously, everyone's in it. The second phase, it will be coming soon, and the third phase soon after that. But I want to take it one step at a time, make sure everyone that's in Passive Profit Network has a great understanding of what profit clicking is, how profit clicking works, and before we move on to the next phase, okay? Because it's very important that everyone has a great understanding of the business that they're in. Because remember, guys, this is your business, so it's up to you whether or not you really want to learn it. And the more you learn, the more money you're going to make. Trust me. Okay. So, what is a PC panel? Talked a little bit about this already, but basically, a PC panel is a 2x2 matrix. Okay. Um, and if you don't know what a 2x2 matrix is, this is basically what a 2x2 matrix looks like in the system. Okay. Now, the cost for one PC panel is $20. And a 2x2 matrix is essentially, again, what a PC panel is, but a matrix is a PC panel, and a PC panel is a matrix. Okay, so everyone needs to understand that in order to understand what PC panels are. All right, so whenever I'm talking about a panel or a matrix, I'm talking about the same thing. Okay, so when a panel cycles, you receive a $60 bonus. All right, now panels cost 20 bucks, but you don't want to spend your $20 on you don't want to spend your $20 on hold on. Johnny can't hear me. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Below the chat. Click the speaker below the chat. Okay. Adjust the volume from there. When Larry, can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now if you check that speaker down there. So PC panels cost $20, but you don't want to buy PC panels because you get them for free when your ad packages start to expire. Okay, so every 4 ad packages that expire gives you 1 PC panel. All right. Now 50% of your PC panels that you receive from expiring ad packages go into your own PC panel system, and 50% go into someone else's within the PC within Profit Clicking's program. Okay. And no, you don't have to have referrals in order to have people fill up your PC panel. All right, Johnny's in. Cool. You don't have to have referrals in order to fill up your PC panel. That's not how the program works, okay? So everyone, even if you don't have referrals, everyone in Profit Clicking is filling each other's PC panels with their expiring ad packages. That's why 50% go into your own, 50% go into the system, so someone else's PC panels, all right? Now, this is basically what the 2x2 matrix looks like, okay? There's 6 positions within that 2x2 matrix, all right? This is basically when it's put down on paper, what it looks like. This is how they used to look with Just Been Paid. They have the updated versions. I don't have any updated PC panels, so for right now, for this example, I want to show you guys what they used to look like, and I'm not sure if they have them numbered still or not, but uh, I use these because they're a great example, and you can understand it a lot more. So if you look at the top left, you have your upline, then you have you, which is that first position, okay? Then you have the 6 positions underneath. If you look on the left, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All those positions are what need to be filled in order for that PC panel to cycle, and then you earn that $60. Okay. So if you look here, this matrix number, PC panel number, is 67887. All right. Now you can see these are filled up. The positions that are filled are the ones that actually have the email address in them. Okay. Um, just to give you guys an example, one of the biggest things you need to understand is all these matrices and PC panels are all a matrix within a matrix. Okay, so there are panels within panels. For instance, like sub panels. Okay, and remember that number 67887. So now if we look at the top of this, there's 2 separate matrices here, and if you look at the top, there's that number, the 67887. And if you look at the bottom panel, that matrix is right there. Okay, so each one of these positions and all these matrices also have 6 positions underneath them. All right, so that's real important to understand because a lot of people don't understand that, and they don't really understand the PC panel program. Okay, so all of these are panels within panels, within panels, within panels, within panels, all the way down the line. All right, that's how the panels cycle. All right. So how does a panel cycle? A panel cycles when all 6 positions are filled within the lower half of the PC panel. Okay. Now, how are they filled, and how long does it take until a panel cycles? That really depends. Okay. There are many factors involved, and once they have the PC panel training up and running, you guys definitely need to attend it because there's a ton of information in regards to the PC panel portion of Profit Clicking, and you're going to need to attend these trainings in order to learn everything. Remember, this is your business, so you are going to want to get in and get your hands dirty and start learning the program, because the more you learn, the more money you're going to make, and that's honestly a true statement. Okay, but some of the factors that are involved are they involve purchasing accelerators, which basically speed up the process of the cycling time of your PC panel. If you don't spend any time on your PC panels and spend some time upgrading some positions in there. And it's all strategic, okay? I'm not going to get into the great detail because we'd be here all night, especially with me explaining it. But um, it could take up to a year for your PC panels to cycle. But if you purchase accelerators, it could take a month or 2 months or less. And what happens is by working the PC panel program, all of your PC panels and working it, I should say working it correctly, all of your PC panels are going to cycle faster, a whole lot faster, okay? And you can make a ton of money in the PC panel program. The gentleman Snoop who used to do the PC panel training didn't have any ad packages at all. He just made all of his money off of the PC panel program. Of course, when he first joined, yeah, he made money off the ad packages, but once he learned the PC panel system, that's all he focused on, and that's the only place he actually made his money. So there's a ton of PC panels or a ton of money to be made in the PC panel program. Um, what to expect when you're expecting a profit shift. Obviously, you guys already know a percentage of your ad packages will be converted just like they were into PC panels. All right, and just in case you guys don't know why we have profit shifts, it's basically here's a simple example of why we have them. Okay, right now Profit Clicking just had a profit shift. So right now their sales volume, and this is hypothetical. Okay, I don't know what their sales volume is, but this is hypothetical. Right now their sales volume's at 20 million, hypothetically speaking. All right, and their expense, which is what they're paying us right now, is only 5 million. Well, a month from now, their expense is going to go up because they're paying us every day. And let's just hypothetically speak and say that their sales volume stays at 20 million. Um, so instead of being in profit by 15 million now, they went up 5 million. So now their expense is 10 million. So now they're only profiting $10 million. Okay. Then the next month, it goes up another 5 million because they're paying us. Now their expense is at 15 million and their sales volume is still at 20 million. So now they're only profiting $5 million, right? So what's going to happen when their expense is 20 million and their sales volume is 20 million? Now they're not making any money. Okay, so basically, Profit Clicking has two options. They can either shut down, which is what most of these companies do. And if you guys notice while you're surfing your 3 ads every day, there's a ton of companies out there um, that you see within the traffic exchange. Most of those companies shut down within the first 2 months, 3 months. Okay, then if they do make it past then, they usually don't make it past 6 months. All right, and basically what happens is they shut down and you lose your money, whatever you have in the system. Well, with Profit Clicking, they have this technology called the profit shift, and so they do the profit shift and they convert percentage of the ad packages and turn them into PC panels. And again, what happens when they do that? Boom, they're right back into profit, right? Makes sense? So, a profit shift is definitely a good thing. um, and here's an example. And I'm sure all you guys already had this happen to your accounts. Let's just say you had 160 ad packages included in the profit shift, and 50% are converted into PC panels. Well, you now have 80 ad packages in your ad pack and your ad package account, and you have 80 ad packages that were converted during the profit shift. So for every 4 ad packages that expire or are converted in this case, because it's profit shift example, you receive 1 PC panel. So you'll take those 80 ad packages, um, divide it by 4, and you'll receive 20 PC panels. Okay, so that's what you guys basically have to go and look into your account and see how many ad packages you guys had converted. Okay, so okay, I thought I heard my girl call me. Um, so you guys need to go into your account, check that out, and that's how many PC panels you should be expecting to receive. Okay, and remember, 50% go into your own PC panel system, 50% go into someone else's. So the more ad packages you guys actually have, the more money you're going to make on the PC panel side of the program as well, because you're going to be filling up your matrix even faster. All right. Now, how often is a profit shift? A profit shift is approximately every 90 to 100 days. All right, there is no real, there is no set date for a profit shift. Okay, the only people who know when the profit shift is going to take place are the people who are running profit clicking. No one knows. All right. However, based off of, I guess I don't have my little slide here, but based off of my experience here with profit clicking, the hold on, let me get this slide up. Based off my experience here with profit clicking, I think it's right here. There we go. The last couple of restarts or profit shifts, the last couple of them was going back all the way to April the 7th. Okay, 100 days after that was July 16th. That's when they had the next profit shift, and then 100 days after that, or I'm sorry, 101 days after that was October 25th. Okay, and that's when they had the next profit shift. Now, yes, they actually had the profit shift on November the 19th, or you really could say November the 8th till November the 19th, because they're still not done with it, or November the 20th. But technically, the cutoff date is technically when the profit shift takes place. Okay, so that's why it's dated for October the 25th. Nothing you purchased after October 25th was included in the profit shift. So that is technically the date of the profit shift. Okay, so we can, using the research here, we can obviously assume that 100 days from October the 25th is an estimate for the next profit shift, which is February the 2nd, give or take a few days. All right. So based off of this, you guys can actually start planning how you want to keep your daily earnings up, how you can do that. Okay. So basically, what to expect now that we had the profit shift, hopefully the PC panels will start coming in, and we'll start seeing some PC panels in our accounts. All right. I've been waiting since April to receive my first PC panel. So I'm pretty anxious to get my hands dirty in the PC panel program and start making some money in there as well. Um, but that's one of the things that they're talking about that should be coming within the next couple of days. And of course, now that we had the profit shift, hopefully in the next couple of days we'll start receiving our withdrawal request within 48 hours as well. Okay. And then of course the withdrawal limit's $250 right now. Hopefully that'll be increased within the next month, at least to 500 to or 750. It's something higher than 250 because that's a little ridiculous. Um, and that's one of the things that actually backs up the withdrawals because everyone's requesting the max limit, and every time it's just like it gets a little ridiculous. But what what you guys what you guys can do, okay, to keep your daily um, ad package, your daily income, your daily sales profit from the ad packages up. Okay, hold on. I'm opening up my Excel so we can get the calculator out. Okay, so what you guys can do to get your ad packages, to keep your ad package sales up, okay, and make sure that you guys are going to continue. There we go. To make sure you guys are going to continue to make good money with profit clicking, even during a profit shift, is you can there's I'm basically going to show you the strategy that I use in order to keep my daily sales profits up. Okay, in between, even though I have a profit shift, I want to make sure that if I'm making $200 before the profit shift, I want to make sure I'm making the same amount after the profit shift. Okay, I want to be in control of how much money I'm making. I don't want profit clicking to be in control. Ultimately they are in control, but you can do things in order to make sure that you stay in control of your account. All right. And I'm going to show you guys what I do in order to stay in control of my account. And if you guys like it, I mean, you can obviously adopt it. I'm not telling you to that you have to do this, or I'm not telling you to do this, but this is what I do. And if you guys like it, then by all means use it, because to be honest with you, it's the better way to go. Okay. And you guys all know where this you can find the calculator, right? Let me know, and if not, I'll show you guys where. Okay. So, but basically, I'm just going to go through and show you guys a little example, all right? And we're just going to throw out a figure of 5,000. Let's say your initial purchase amount was $5,000, and so you purchased $5,000 worth of ad packages. Okay. You purchased $5,000 worth of ad packages, which is 500 ad packages. All right. We have 500 active positions starting October 25th, 2012. And I'm dating it for October 25th because my strategy is all based around when the profit shifts happen. and right after the profit shift happens. Okay, as you all, hopefully all of you know, the best time to buy ad packages is directly after a profit shift. Okay, because you're basically guaranteed. We know that profit shifts don't happen or only happen every 90 to 100 days. Okay. Now it takes 88 days, or I'm sorry, 86 days for our ad packages to expire. So if I purchase ad packages directly after a profit shift, then we know that we're pretty much guaranteed to see whatever I purchase right after that profit shift to make sure guaranteed that it's going to make that 150%, right? So what do we do? Okay. Day one, you're making $100 a day. All right. And you can use this strategy for any amount that you want. Okay, so I mean, if you only put in $1,000 and we're only able to purchase $100 worth of ad packages, or if you were only able to purchase $50 worth of ad packages, whatever. Okay, you can still use the same strategy. I'm just throwing out a $5,000 a random number, um, just to see. Uh-oh, I think somebody's in trouble down there. So day one, we start out making $100 a day, right? And if I'm going too fast for you guys, let me know. I can't see the typing, but okay, I think we're good. So day one, we make $100, and this is set up to automatically repurchase every day at 100%. All right. So day two, we're at 102. Day three, 104. Day four, 106, and of course the weekend, 54, 54, 110, 112, and you guys get the point. Okay. So we're gonna go down, and we're gonna go down all the way to February the 2nd, right? So we got February the 2nd right here. So this is based off of automatic repurchase of 100% up until February the 2nd, right? So we have daily income $392.40, right? So I'm just going to put that in right here. 392, round it, on February the 2nd, okay? Now, if a profit shift takes place and they convert 75% of your ad packages, you have about almost 2,000 ad packages. So we're just going to round it up. If they convert 75% of your ad packages, well, now you're going to be left with only 500 ad packages after the profit shift, okay? And the reason why I say 75% is because for high accounts, you're going to be getting a lot of your ad packages converted for big accounts. All right, that's what usually the last profit shift they converted 75% of mine, and on this profit shift they don't have the exact details out yet, but from the looks of it, it's in the 70 to 80% for my account again. So um, once you get your account high, big, and you grow it big, you're going to start getting a lot of conversions during the profit shift. Okay, so normally, if you were doing 100% repurchase, you'd be at $392 a day on February the 2nd when the next profit shifts happened, and after that, 75%. that you'd be left with 500 ad packages, which is $100 a day. Okay. When you were at 100 per day. Okay. When you were at 392 per day, right? So what's going to happen if you were to use the strategy that I use? We were going to go down to day 50, which is December the 13th. Okay. And if you want to continue to purchase a little bit more, a little bit extra days, I mean, that's no big deal. It's up to you how you want to do it. But I try and cap myself at on day 50. It is a little hard for me, it is a little hard for me to stop purchasing because I love to see my account grow, but it's something that I have to do. So right here, the available balance. So what I'm going to do right here is just start basically, instead of repurchasing every day, I'm going to start letting my account just accumulate, okay, for the next 50 days up until the next profit shift. All right. 229, 229. It's going to take a little while. Not that long. We're almost there. So instead of repurchasing, I am just going to let this money accumulate in my account. Okay, that's basically what I'm doing right here. I haven't set this thing up to where I can just put 100% or to withdraw 100% and it does it all the way down. Something I'm still working on, but that's basically what I'm doing over here on the right hand side. On 15. Okay, we're almost there. A couple more seconds. 106. 105. All right, and then 105. Okay, so now on February the 2nd, using my strategy here, now you have February the 2nd. Where is it? You have 102. Your daily income is now, instead of 392 a day, now it's 102 a day, right? 102 per day. Per day, right? Now you're thinking, well, I was at 392 per day. Now I'm only at 102 per day. So how does it even make sense, right? Well, let's just say you had 75% of your ad packages converted again, right? So now we have on February the 2nd, 500 ad packages. You take 75% of that, and then that's about 125. You'll be left with 125 ad packages, right? Per day. 125 ad packages, which is, how much is that, guys? Do y'all know? 22, 24, $25 a day. Okay. 25 per day. So obviously, you're looking at me like, this doesn't really add up. But what happens is, since you let all this money accumulate, we're going to scroll down and see how much money you have sitting in your account when the next profit shift takes place. Now you have $8,864 sitting in your account. So what you can do now is take that $8,864 and we're going to take 8,864 and we're going to add it to 1,250 because that's how many ad packages we still have working for us after this profit shift. All right. So we take that 8,860. Wait, hold on. But 8,000 plus how much? 1,250. So that's 10,000. That's basically 10,000. Okay. So now we'd be sitting at $200 a day after to profit shift versus $100 per day after the profit shift. Okay, does that make sense? Now instead of with your 100% repurchase here, um, you're only sitting with $100 per day after the profit shift. But using this strategy, you're going to double that. And then basically after the profit shift, you do the same thing. Okay. And of course, you know, you guys need to set your own goals as to when you want to start withdrawing your money so you can start making money, obviously. So that's the whole point. But for me, my goal was to be able to withdraw $100 a day. In order to withdraw $100 a day, I have to maintain a 25% withdrawal, 75% repurchase in order to maintain my account and continue to grow my account. So if I want to withdraw $100 a day, I need to make sure that I'm making at least $400 every day in order to do that. All right. So 25% of $400 is $100 a day. So if I can get to $400 a day faster, then that's what I'm going to do. But it's up to you how you work your account. I always recommend you set a goal in your mind. And where are you at in the initial investment? Sorry, the typo was asking for you at. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. I was reading that question. I always set a goal for myself so that way I can maintain my account. If you withdraw more than 30% from your account, eventually your you're going to stop making money in the ad package side of the program because 30% and 70%, 30% withdrawal, 70% repurchase will basically flatline your account for a while, but it'll slowly deplenish your account. Okay, but you guys got to set your own goals and everything, um, to where if your goal was to only withdraw $20 a day, then you would take or $25 a day, then obviously you'd only have to make $100 a day in order to achieve that goal, and that way you could continue to grow your account. And remember, this is a long-term program. This isn't short-term. Rome wasn't built overnight. So it does take some work and some effort. And it's not a get rich quick scheme either. So anyone that tells you, get rich quick scheme, you should probably go the other way. But that's pretty much my strategy, guys. And it's been working for me so far. Of course, with the merge, it kind of threw me off because all of our old just been paid ad packages only got 1%. But I'm rolling with the punches, and I'm building my account back up. So if you guys have any questions, now would be the time to ask them. Okay. Where are you adding the initial investment, Karen? Right here. I was asking where are you adding? Yeah, okay. I got you. I got you. Up here at the very top, I don't know if you already answered. If for this calculator, everything that's in green is basically the areas you want to edit. Okay, so if you edit the date right here, you can change it to 11/25, and it'll change the rest for you. Okay, this initial purchase amount, that's where you're gonna do you whatever your account looks like. Okay. And then right here, if you want to do a weekly purchase, if you don't want to put in a large amount at once, um, you can do $50 initial purchase or whatever your initial purchase is. And if you want to do a weekly purchase, 50 initially, and then let's say you from your paycheck you can say, hey, I want to go ahead and purchase $20 worth of ad packages every week. All you got to do is put your 20 in there, and if you see right here, new purchases, it throws in that 20. You got new purchases coming in every week. So this way you guys can actually plan your account, okay? And of course, any business you run, you always have to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you're running around with the chicken with your head cut off. All right, so it's definitely good to plan, okay? And then these are all negative because I still have all this withdrawing over here. So um, I guess I don't have to correct this, whatever. Let's just open that again. All right, next question. Did that make sense, Karen? If not, let me know, okay? Can you do a bi-weekly or monthly purchases? Yeah, that's kind of what I talked about right there. So I guess I answered that one. I guess I answered that one before you asked it. But yeah, if you wanted to do a weekly, I don't have it set up for a monthly, but yeah, I could work on that and put in a monthly in there for you. But if you wanted to do the weekly right there and then a bi-weekly, yeah, I can set that up too. Um, let's see. So if you have 2,000 ad packages and after profit shift, you might be left with 1,000 divided in 4 would give me at 50%, 7,500 in profit when the PC panel is complete. So 2,000, they converted 50%, which is 1,000. Take that 1,000 divided by 4, that's 250. Then you take that 250 at PC panels, 50% going to your own, 50% going to other people's. Um, so that's 125. So you take that 125 and multiply it by 60. Yeah, 7,500. There you go. I didn't think it was that high, but I guess it is. That's pretty nice. Yeah, once they cycle, that's what you're getting. Are we getting paid again in 2 days? Yeah, according to Profit Clicking, the daily sales profits should start within the next 2 days. Um, so that and we will be, according to them, we're going to be paid all the back pay. Now, what I want you guys to realize is on their announcements, they said the profit shift will happen on or around November 10th. Okay, so most likely what is going to happen is the last date we were paid was November the 7th, right? So whatever your ad packages were prior to the shift, you're going to be paid at the same amount on the 8th and the 9th. Okay, and most likely what's going to, this isn't for sure, but this is just what I think is going to happen, is they're going to date the profit shift for November the 10th, and whatever you were left with after the profit shift is going to be your sales profit from November the 10th up until the current date. All right. Now, I hope I'm wrong because I would like to get all that money because it's more money, but I don't think I'm wrong. But if I am wrong, I'll be happy, and I'm sure you guys will be happy too. But just like I always say, expect the worst, and that way you're not let down if the worst happens. And if the worst doesn't happen, you can eat extra turkey, I guess. Um, yeah, the shift has already taken place. Mark, the shift took place yesterday. It's already complete for the first phase, which was the conversion of the ad packages. The second part of the shift is going to be the PC panels. Did I get converted? Yeah, 75, approximately 75% of mine did. They don't. They still have the old stats from. They still have the old stats from. Yeah, Mark, you probably did. Let me show you guys where to look. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Y'all can still see my screen, right? Right here on your money monitor. Okay, I know that for a lot of the new people, if you go and click on your, holy crap, don't want to show you that information, but let's see. If you go and click on your My Profit Shift Center, I may have to log in again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to log in. Don't tell anybody my ID. Oh man, I'm gonna have to block that out. Dang it. Okay. Dang, I'm gonna have to do a lot of blocking out on this. All right. Okay, so on if you guys click my profit shift center button, a lot of you new guys, all this says 0. Okay, um, but basically it's because they haven't actually updated these stats yet. These stats that you guys see right here in my account are from the previous profit shift. Okay, none of this stuff is accurate. Um, according to this profit shift, it is accurate according to the previous one, but not to this one. Okay, and if we go back to the dashboard, basically how you can tell on how many ad packages were converted is right here. If you look at your active ad packages, for me it was like 2,200 and something. Well, now it's only 1,210. Okay, so it looks like well, you said 75%, but it's only 50%. That's what it appears to be. But remember, you guys need to take you need to take into account that all ad packages purchased after October 25th were not included in the profit shift. And basically, I think I purchased about right around 600 after October 25th. So you take that 600 off of that, and I'm left with 600 in my account. All right, from the profit shift itself. Um, so that's basically how you'll be able to tell. Another way you can tell actually is, well, I guess that's not another way you could tell, but go into, yeah, another way you can tell is if you click on my ad packages, Mark, and you click on, oh man, I'm gonna have a lot of blurring to do here. Click on show 100 entries. That way you can see, uh, maximizing the chart here. So all these are all the ad packages that I purchased after October 25th. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just scroll over a few pages. Okay, right here. See how these say converted, 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 converted. All these say converted, converted. That's all the ad packages. These are the ones that got converted in the profit shift. And you can see it all the way down the list with all of your ad packages. No matter how far you go, you're going to see all the ones that got converted. Okay. Then of course you'll see the ones that stay active. All right. So that's another way you can see at least whether or not your account was affected and how it was affected. But yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone's account was most likely affected in this profit shift. I mean, unless you were new and joined after October 15th, or you were old but you never made your first purchase until after October 25th. Okay, so those are two ways that you guys can tell. Makes sense. Where are we at? Okay, Q&A time. Is 75% for everyone? No, no. That's like I was saying earlier. Most of the larger accounts are gonna get hit with 75% or more. But typically, most of the smaller accounts are right around 50%. Charlie, when do we get paid on panels? The panels, again, those are gonna take some time. It depends on a number of things. You want to go to the PC panel training for it. But it depends on how much time you spend working your PC panel program. Okay, and what I mean by that is by purchasing the accelerators and so on and so forth. But you can learn all that and how to do it and how to strategically do it so your panel cycle even faster by going to the PC panel training, which will be available shortly with profit clicking. So the shift hasn't. Did you get converted? I haven't yet. Last night I hadn't. Okay. Some of the shift stats have not shown up for us new people. Yeah, just double check your ad packs. Yeah, just double check your ad package account, guys. If your stats haven't really shown up, look where I told you to look right now, and most likely you'll see that your account was affected somehow. It's hard to tell right now because if you click on the stats, it's basically showing 0 for all the newer people, so it's a little confusing right now. But if you look where I told you to look, you'll be able to tell whether or not you were affected. And if you weren't, then hey, that's a good thing. But look at Jan. she got converted at 50%. So like I said, if you have a fairly, you know, not really large account. I don't know what Jen's account looks like, but uh, you know, not everyone gets 75%, but a lot of the large accounts do. Actually, most of the large accounts will get 75% or more. Um, but that's why I use the strategy that I use, because helps keep me in profit. I can tell you're a better PC. Is it safe to say you're still totally sold on PC? Oh yeah, PC is not going anywhere. um, you know, a lot of people lost faith in PC, but you know, you have to really understand what went on during the time that they did the overnight merge, with what was going on with Zeke, and why they decided to do the change, the merge overnight. The merge was supposed to happen a few months down the road. It was something that they were already in the works of doing, for the main reason that Just Been Paid wasn't fully compliant in every country. So that basically put members at risk, and not just members, but also Just Been Paid at risk. So to avoid having the same thing happen to Just Been Paid that happened to Zeke, they had to basically do an emergency merge in order to protect not just themselves, but to also protect us as members to continue the program. So, you know, a lot of people were upset about it, but you know what? That's just business. You know, you roll with the punches. I mean, you either you either roll with the punches or you get out. So, I mean, you know, if you're if you're a true entrepreneur, you're gonna roll with the punches. So, I mean, a lot of people weren't very happy, but you know, I mean, that's just the way it goes. You know, but yeah, like I said, you definitely need to have an understanding of everything that was going on at the time. Um, they definitely weren't ready to do the merge, but it was something that had to take place, and you know, I'm glad it did, because I could have been one of the Zeke people, and I wouldn't be here right now, still making money with profit clicking. So, um, yeah, definitely, and you know, even though it's three months, almost 3 months after the profit shift, or I'm sorry, 3 months after the merge, or is it 2 months? August, yeah, about 3 months after the merge, you know, they're still working everything out. You know, we got, I think it's almost at 2.4 million members now. So when we did the merge, it was right under 2 million. So we're still growing like crazy. Um, so definitely, yeah, I have PC's got my 100% of my vote any day of the week. Oh, sorry, Jan, my bad. So I don't know how big Jan's account is, but he's good to go. Good to go. Anybody else got any questions? But I've been with Profit Clicking, Just Been Paid since beginning of April. So I guess I've been around for 7 months now, but I did a lot of studying. So like I said, the more you learn, the more money you're gonna make. Before the 25th, I had 36 ad packs. Now I have 41 active ad packs. When did you join, Jan? Cool. So, oh, but you were purchasing after the 25th, right? So that's why you probably have 41 now. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, perfect. Should we be buying panels and accelerators? You don't want to buy panels. The accelerators are something you do want to buy, but there's a strategic way to purchase them in order to make sure that all of your panels cycle faster and it saves you money in the long run. Okay, so um, that's what you want to go to the PC panel training for. And like I said, I don't have any PC panels right now. I have gone to the training several times. it is pretty complicated, so it's going to take you a couple times to actually learn it and understand it. But again, it's your business. The more you learn, the more you make. But I'm definitely not qualified to do any kind of PC panel training right now. I wouldn't even attempt it because I'd be pretty much totally lost, and I'd be talking out of my rear. Uh, and I wouldn't really know where to start, to be honest. Like I said, I've been to the training several times, but I haven't actually had any hands-on training with the PC panels because I still haven't received any PC panels. Because back when I joined, basically, Just Been Paid was basically at the point where it went from like 500,000 to almost 2 million, just like that. So basically, everything kind of fell behind, and so that's why I haven't received any PC panels yet. But uh, where do you find the pound shrink? That's something that Profit Clicking is about to. They should be rolling out here any day now, along with all of their other trainings. But I think Randy is going to be the moderator. Randy is going to be taking over for Snoop, as far as I know. I think it was Randy. Uh, 238. 238. I would probably log out and log back in with your name versus that number. Just a suggestion. I don't know who 238 is, but I would definitely log out and log back in with your your name instead of that number. Anybody else have any questions? I'm here. Ask me. It doesn't matter. No question is a dumb question. It's the only way you're gonna learn. So if y'all got some questions, no matter how small you may think they are, they really aren't. So, I'm here to help everybody. All right. How often do you have these webinar training? Every week, Karen. I'm gonna stop the recording. Uh, thanks for showing up. Bye bye. All right, I'm gonna stop that recording. I think I stopped it. I don't know yet. Okay, good. All right, cool. Yeah,